Hey guys, I'm here. Welcome back. Today we're going to be checking out the winner of our recent movie poll, and that is The Whale from 2022. It's been on my list for a long time to check out, but I just have never found the time, and now, as per usual, you guys have put me in a position where I have to sit down and watch it. So sometimes it just works out that way, because if you leave me to my own devices at times, I will continue to tiptoe or procrastinate as much as humanly possible sometimes. So yeah, I'm excited that we're finally going to be diving into this and I can finally see this for myself. I don't know what to expect, so we're going to go ahead and hop right in. If you want to see the full-length reaction, as always, you can check it out over on Patreon, or if you become a member of the channel, get you access as well. It is a watch-along format, so you will need your own footage to sync up with the time codes for actually the entire film. Over there, you get the same thing for all the other shows and movies we cover on the channel. You also get to suggest and vote what movies to react to each month. It's just a great way to support the channel, help us do the things we do over here. But at the end of the day, I really appreciate it. Enjoy this reaction. To at least leave a like, drop a comment, subscribe if you're not already, because it really helps these videos out. Huge shout out to the team over at Prepper for helping me edit down these highlights for you guys here on YouTube. And with that all said and out of the way, let's go ahead and hop into The Whale. Here we go. Darren Aronofsky.
Chris, I imagine that was supposed to be a private chat that you sent to the whole class. Well done. Yes. You'll express your thoughts and ideas more clearly and persuasively. All right?
The Whale. Love how it leaded into that block there. Monday. Oh. Okay. He almost gave himself a heart attack just beating it.
Moby Dick in the amazing book, Moby Dick.
Gosh, are you okay? Should I call an ambulance? I should call an
Oh no.
Dad, I need to.
Please just read it.
Okay.
What, did he just break down somewhere and just kind of stumble upon his house?
And I felt saddest of all when I read the boring chapters that were only descriptions of whales. This book made me think about my own life, and then it made me feel glad for him. Did that help? Look.
Did it help center him and calm him a little bit?
Thank you for reading that to me.
Are you sure you're okay?
Who are you?
Are you acquainted with the gospel of Jesus Christ?
What? My phone fell under there. Can you? Hey, listen, I don't know what's going to happen in the next few minutes. If you don't mind, could you?
Yeah, of course.
Thank you.
But why did you have me read it to you?
Because I thought I was dying, and I wanted to hear it one last time.
Oh, wait. One last time. Is that one in particular that he's hung on to?
What's wrong with you? Why is there a missionary here? I left after you fell asleep earlier. I must have forgotten. Good thing, too. If I hadn't, you might have...
Liz, I don't like it when you...
Okay. I just...
What?
Hush.
Pain in my chest. Hard to breathe. I couldn't intake air.
Sounds like a heart attack.
What was my blood pressure?
238 over 134.
E.
You must be from New Life. You know Doug from the church council?
I'm not entirely sure. I'm sort of new here, so...
He's my dad.
Oh, that's great. I've never seen you there before, but again, I'm sort of new, so...
Fucking hate New Life. Believe me, he doesn't want to hear about New Life.
Why?
Because it's caused him a lot of pain. I killed his boyfriend.
Wait, what?
You're saying the church...
Killed Charlie's boyfriend. Add that New Life has caused me a lot of pain in my life. We don't need you coming over here, especially not now. Not this week.
What's this week? The anniversary of?
Because you probably won't be here next week.
I'm sorry you had to come over, Liz.
No, it's okay.
Oh.
You have congestive heart failure. If you don't go to the hospital, you'll be dead by the weekend.
Did you still want to hear about Christ's message of love?
Oh my God.
Charlie, you have to go to the hospital. This has gone way too far.
And rack up tens of thousands of dollars in hospital bills.
This affects me, too, you know? You're my friend.
Mm-hmm.
I'm sorry.
You say you're sorry one more time, I will shove a knife right into you.
I mean,
2 feet in at least.
Jesus Christ. They've got such an interesting dynamic.
I've been telling you this would happen.
I know.
Haven't I been telling you?
You have.
And in GOP presidential primary, however they say absentee.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. Thank you.
I mean, why not if your clock's a ticking like that? If I knew I was going to be making it through the weekend, I'd probably say fuck it too.
Sharing a bed with a man named Queequeg. Go to church. Later they set out.
I've never read Moby Dick.
Ahab.
Familiar with some of it thanks to X-Files though. And just culture in general.
Set around trying to kill a certain whale. I think this is sad.
Is this a bodysuit CGI or a body double?
This book made me think about my own life. This book made me think about my own life. Made me think about my own life.
I love this is like this constant, almost crashing of waves at times. Are we like going to count down his last couple of days? Because we were on Monday, now we're on Tuesday. Good God. Went from the fruit grain to the musketeer. Like, I get the not wanting to, you know, like, what's the point if you go to the hospital, blah, 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 you live, but then you have crippling debt after the fact. I understand that, but I feel like I'm getting the feeling that's just an excuse. It feels like this is, like, punishment in a way. I don't know. I'm not sure. I mean, I don't have a whole lot to work off of just yet, but that's just kind of where my head's at the moment.
Does this mean I'm gonna get fat?
Was your mom okay with you coming over here?
I didn't tell her.
Why are you, don't you have school?
I got suspended this morning.
Why?
I posted something about my stupid bitch lab partner that the vice principal said was vaguely threatening.
What did you post?
If you don't graduate, then...
Are you actually trying to parent me right now?
No, I'm sorry.
I'm not spending time with you. You're disgusting.
I'm a lot bigger than I was since last time you saw me.
No, I'm not talking about what you look like. You'd be disgusting even if you weren't this fat. You'd still be that piece of shit dad who walked out on me when I was 8. All because he wanted to fuck one of his students.
Oh.
Look, it's been a long time. I just thought that maybe we can get to know each other.
I don't even know why I'm here.
I can pay you.
Please spend time with me.
Your students know what you look like?
I'll keep the camera shut off.
Yeah, that's probably a good idea. My counselor says that if I show a lot of improvement in one subject, I might be able to graduate. You can rewrite these essays for English.
No, we're gonna teach you how to do it.
Everything I have. All the money I have in the bank.
How much?
120,000, something like that.
Shh, good God.
I never go out. All I pay for is food, rent, internet. Yes. Just...
That's depressing, though, that's what lit her up about spending time. I mean, obviously, they've got like a straight history and a relationship, and it's not unusual for her to feel this way and stuff like that, but it's just so kind of fucked up all at the same time.
Plus, I'm a teacher. I want to make sure you're getting something out of this.
I don't even understand you.
I mean, he's dying too, so he's not really going to need that money.
Stand up. Walk over here.
Oh.
I can't really...
Shut up!
I just imagine Johnny Lawrence. Quiet! Miguel getting his phone after being paralyzed. It's like, how bad do you really want to make this work? Fuck. He tried real hard. Who? What?
They put a 20 in the mailbox.
Sure.
Food?
Everything okay in there?
Yeah?
You sure?
I'm fine.
Are you, though? It's nice to see that at least there are concerned parties around.
Here.
I don't need a little machine to tell me to take a few deep breaths and stop sweating.
Well, apparently you fucking do.
How do you just stop sweating, though? I don't know if I could just, like, clench and my pores tighten up and stop oozing out the sweats. How does that work? I know it's, like, all related to different other things and stuff like that, though, so it's, like, maybe, like, an ABC kind of thing, but the way she said it made it just feel like, just don't do it.
Where'd this come from? Was she here? No, I don't like this.
Mary has kept her from
Why
me
are
all this
they-
time.
Why do you suddenly need to see her so bad? Why now?
Well, I mean, I think you know why. But why? Wow.
She shouldn't be around you when you're like this. What if something happens? What if you need help?
You're stressing him out. You're stressing him out. But that's also, yeah, having her around too could also stress him out.
Oh, you're spying on her now?
I don't think this is...
Oh, was that a dead dog? Yeah, oh. Oh.
Everyone is insane when they're a teenager. I'm just lucky I didn't get arrested. That's all I'll say.
I need to know more.
Do not bring her over here again.
Okay.
Well, I mean, he didn't bring her anywhere. She quite literally just appeared.
It's not like she's alone, you know? She has her mom.
What if she doesn't? It felt like a really weird thing to say.
Did I tell you about this girl from a few nights ago? I mean, what is that? Why can't these...
Is he choking or is he having another attack?
God damn it, Charlie! What is wrong with you? Chew your food like a normal human being!
I'm sorry.
It's okay.
All of that isn't built on your own original ideas and truthful analysis, it doesn't mean anything. Think about the truth of your argument. But it's important. Promise. It's important.
I got a C in argumentative writing. I don't know if that's got enough dexterity to grab that little thing, that flush to the floor. Like, oh no. That's just shit luck right there, man. Oh shit, she came back.
You say that Walt Whitman wrote Song for Myself.
Yeah,
It's called Song of Myself.
my title's better. Just rewrite it.
You're supposed to analyze the poem. This is just a list of facts.
Yep. Thank you, Wikipedia.
Oh my goodness.
But to explode the very definition of self in favor of a more
I
all-encompassing...
really, really don't care. Even though he thinks his metaphor of I is deep, it's actually just a bunch of bullshit. And in reality, he's just some worthless 19th century
That's an interesting perspective.
I mean, at least it's an
It'll make for an
opinion.
interesting essay.
Yeah, I mean, obviously we gotta work on the words, but like, that's at least something. That's what he's talking about.
She's fine. Mom, I guess.
She happy?
When she drinks.
Oof.
You guys still live in that duplex over on Orchard?
You don't even know where we live?
But imagine not.
Yeah, I check in with her as often as she lets me. She really only tells me things about you.
Why?
Because that's all I want to know about.
No.
When I was 11, we moved to the other side of town, near the Walmart.
Is your mother with anyone right now?
No? Why, are you interested? Why'd you gain all that weight?
I don't.
If you're gonna interrogate me, I'm gonna do the same thing.
Oh my god.
He wasn't that young. It was a night school course.
Oh, I remember him. You had him over for dinner once when Mom was in Montana visiting Grandma.
Oh. Ooh.
How'd he die?
I really don't want to talk about that right now. If that's all right with you.
Gotta be real with her if you really want this to be real. You know? I mean, this is huge. Like, it was a devastating trajectory change in her life.
Be honest. Tell me what you really think.
You want me to write what I really think?
Yes.
Unless you're dying, there's no way I'm going in there.
Yeah, I'm fine. I'm fine.
Was he hoping the water was gonna drown him out? Is that... Who's out front? Is it our, whatchamacallem? Yeah, forgot what what he called himself.
Are you his friend or?
I'm his daughter.
Oh,
Are you surprised?
yeah, I guess.
That someone actually found his penis.
Oof. I mean, he found it a few days ago. Just fine.
Charlie was interested in hearing more about my church.
Was he, though?
By accepting the fact that they're stupid sinners, somehow they've become better and they turn into assholes.
Oof.
I don't really know what to say. I have some pamphlets. I'm not
Come
sure.
back tomorrow. I'll be here around the same time.
I'm sorry.
What just happened?
Oh,
Hi. These tracks are just the beginning. There's so much more in the Bible that we
I
can't...
read the Bible.
Really?
Sure.
Shocked?
We wander around for thousands of years killing each other before he comes back and saves 144,000 of us. 7.5 billion of us fall into hell.
Isn't there any way I can help?
At least his heart's in the right place.
Oh my God.
I'm sorry. I just...
No.
What you were watching the first time I came in here.
I am not attracted to you. Please, you gotta believe me when I say I'm not attracted to you. Thank you. It's very helpful.
Is that his ex's room?
You said that your boyfriend, he used to go to New Life?
I guess that's probably the wrong term, not ex. They didn't like break up, he died.
I did some asking around and... What the fuck is he doing here? Just try it out, please.
What if there's really a patient, or if they actually got it for him? They just don't want him to know. Oh my god. I don't know if I'm allowed to laugh.
Let me clear some space for you.
Wee. What is?
Not till we have our little chat.
What?
Come on.
But I wonder if that was his boyfriend's room that he had unlocked.
Why aren't you in Africa or something?
Idaho needs to work as much as anywhere else.
Also, he didn't have to get a passport.
I know this is fun for you. You get to travel around, act superior than everyone else, and eventually you go home, get some boring job, have too many kids. It's God's plan. Dad knew I was a lost cause, but not my brother. He loved New Life. But when he came back, he met someone else. Fell in love, started a whole new life. Dad kicked him out of the church. I thought he was going to be able to get over all that religious stuff, but it was like a cancer. He couldn't shake it. He just caved in on himself. One night, he doesn't come home. A couple weeks later, this guy is out jogging on a bike path near the river in Lewiston, sees something washed up on shore, and that was Alan, the love of Charlie's life and my brother.
Oh.
To this day, my dad won't admit it. Told the whole congregation Alan's death was just an unfortunate accident, denying him to the end.
I really think that God brought me here right when Charlie needs it the most. I just want him to be saved.
You listen to me. He doesn't need saving. In a few days, he's probably going to be dead. So what he needs is for you to leave him alone. I'm the only one who can help him. You understand me?
Liz.
I mean, to be fair, they weren't being quiet either, though. And they were right in front of the door. That's what has them so bonded too, man. That's... Or maybe it was just their room. I don't know why he would have a room. It would have just been their room, I guess. Their original bedroom. Light's dead because they haven't been changed in who knows how long. Oh, fun.
Money in the mailbox. Leave it on the bench.
Yeah, thanks.
I'm Dan. My name. It's Dan. I've been coming here for a while now. Just thought you'd want to know my name.
He's the one that keeps checking on you.
Hey, Charlie. Have a good night, okay?
I don't know why, but this whole like relationship he's got with the pizza guy reminds me of TMNT with Mikey, the money, the great. Just leave the pizza boxes. I thought he just pulled out a shotgun for a second.
His apartment smells. This notebook is... I hate everyone.
It's a start.
This apartment smells. This notebook.
Oh, is it a haiku?
I hate everyone.
It is. Oh, I got a little too excited.
And I felt saddest of all when I read the boring chapters that were only descriptions of whales. I knew that the author was just trying to save us from his own sad story. Just for a little while.
Oh.
As the purpose spells, the author was just trying to save us from his own sad story. I hate everyone.
Is that what you think she's doing?
I hate everyone.
You have it?
It's almost done. You can wait while I finish it up, print it out.
Thursday.
You can write some more in your notebook. You've only written a couple of sentences so far. Can you write more?
I kind of hate you.
Yeah, you hate everyone.
Yeah, I was gonna say, he is included in everyone.
I understand that you're angry. You can just be angry at me.
You can't throw me away like I'm a piece of garbage and then suddenly just want to be my dad 8 years later. You left me for your boyfriend. I'm glad because you taught me something very important. People are assholes. You taught me that when I was 8. All this time, you could have been a part of my life.
Ellie, who would want me to be a part of their life?
I'm hungry.
There's stuff for sandwiches in the fridge.
I'll make you one, but it's gonna be small. And I'm only using turkey, no mayonnaise.
I'm gonna angrily make you eat a little bit better today.
You're an amazing person, Ellie. I couldn't ask for a more incredible daughter. I'll print that up for you now.
But yeah, I mean, could he have called and stuff like that? Maybe, but like, there's only so much you can do if the one parent is distancing the other so hard. Gonna go snooping around. Gonna go into the currently unlocked bedroom. Is that missionary boy again coming to the door? Somebody's shadow's creeping up again.
Yeah!
Hello?
Oh, she smiled.
Come on.
Is he okay?
I don't know. I ground up some Ambien and I put it in a sandwich.
What?
I'm gonna give him a couple. He's fine.
Wait, what?
Where did you get Ambien?
I had sex with the pharmacist. I'm kidding. Gross. My mom pops on like Tic Tacs.
I don't know if you should be taking Ambien.
I can only tolerate half of one without having a big old
It's
trip.
just pot. It's not like I'm smoking meth or anything.
I know.
Okay,
I
thank
know what
goodness.
pot is, okay.
No, you only think you know what pot is.
I've smoked pot before.
Ooh. Oh, I'm so impressed.
I wasn't trying.
I mean, I haven't. So, well, I tried, but I don't even think I did it right. I was pretty drunk though. So if I did it correctly, I don't know if I did it right.
All right, I'm gonna go. Just tell him I was here and I'll...
If you leave, I'll feed him the rest of the pills I have in the bottle.
What?
What the fuck is, what the?
30 more in here. I'll crush them up. I'll put them in some water and I'll pour it down his throat.
You wouldn't actually do that, would you?
Sit down.
She's a firecracker, man.
So why do you keep coming back here?
He needs help. He needs God in his life right now.
That's a stupid reason. Do you think he wants to have sex with you? Oh my God. Take a hit.
I don't want
If you don't take a hit, I'm gonna call the police and I'm gonna tell them that you tried to rape me. Take a hit.
Oh my God.
What are you gonna do with that picture?
I'm gonna masturbate to it. Is that what you want me to say? You're a pervert. Take another hit.
What the fuck?
Why do you keep coming back here?
I don't know.
Seriously, if you hate him so much, then why
I'm
do you...
done answering questions now.
Can I take another hit?
Oh God.
It goes against your religion, and that makes you a hypocrite. Go ahead.
Yep. He's like, fuck it. I'm gonna document every single one.
Do you find me attractive? Because I'm not attracted to you at all, just to let you know.
What is this converse?
I just don't think you're very good looking or interesting. Or intelligent. Maybe someone else finds you attractive. Maybe my dad finds you attractive. So easy to make you uncomfortable. It's a little sad.
I think that's why she's getting so much fun unsettling him.
My parents knew I was getting high while out witnessing for the church.
You're not from New Life.
What?
Wait.
There's a kid in the grade below me who goes there. He told me that they stopped doing door-to-door stuff last year.
I gotta go.
Who were you really?
Wait. Whoa. Hold on. What the hell is going on?
You're just messing with me.
No, I'm not.
You're not gonna tell anyone?
Who am I gonna tell?
What is going on? I'm with the government. I'm with the CIA.
I was on a mission. I couldn't do it anymore.
Why?
This guy Jerry, all he had us doing was standing on corners and handing out pamphlets. I tried to talk to him about different ways that we could.
Oh, he doesn't actually think. Okay.
After a while, I was just like, am I really helping?
No, you were not.
I ditched the pamphlets. I started actually engaging with people, told everyone what I did that day, and Jerry was like, that's not what we do, buddy. And I was like, well, why not? And we got in this huge argument in front of everyone. And that night I decided to leave. And when everyone went to sleep, I took the petty cash.
Oh.
After a while, I wound up here.
That night.
Thought I could use this money for my own mission. See my faith save just one person. Now I'm almost out of money. I can't go home. I don't know what to do.
You're more interesting to me now.
Alan Grant. Dr. Alan Grant.
So that's why you want to save my dad.
To save himself. What is she going to do with that recording, though?
Mom, don't freak out. Shut up.
Oh.
Charlie. Not with the oxygen tank.
Yeah, probably not a good idea.
But as far as the sleeping pills, you're fine. I don't think she gave you much.
How much money did he offer you?
Oh, is he lying about the money, or?
Charlie doesn't have any money.
Where do you think all the money from his teaching has been going? By now it has to be huge. Over 100,000 at least, right?
Oh, it was always going to be hers.
That's not true, is it? We could have gotten you anything you needed.
Yeah.
Special beds, physical therapists, fucking health insurance.
He's dying for her.
I offered to get your truck fixed.
Yeah, and I refused because I thought you had $700 in your bank account.
The money's for Ellie. If there was ever any kind of emergency, I would have given you the money.
Would you?
Wait.
Mom, you're not getting any of my money.
Wait. Ellie, I know you didn't mean to hurt me. I know that
You know what?
didn't
Listen to me.
mean-
Listen, I don't care about you. Get that through your fucking skull.
Please.
Just fucking die already. Enough!
Ellie, your essay. It's a really good essay.
It's really hard to come back from something like that as a kid, man. It took me a really long time to remotely come to terms with my situation with my father.
Our deal was to wait until she's out of the house to give her the money.
What's the difference?
The difference is she's 17 and still in high school.
And we'll probably
She's gonna
destroy
spend on
it.
Face tattoos or...
I think that she's a lot smarter than that.
Ah!
So, how's it been?
She's amazing.
We still do that.
What?
Positivity. So annoying.
You're a complete cynic trying to balance us out.
No.
I guess I do miss that.
Just that.
That and the cooking.
No.
I never knew you were doing this to yourself.
Well, you never asked how I was doing. You didn't tell me that she's flunking out of school.
Guess I just didn't need the lecture about my involvement in her education.
That is not what I...
He's like, shit, you're right. I very much so would have.
I know I'm not supposed to be around her. You could probably call the police if you wanted to.
Christ, you really think I'd do that?
You fought me pretty hard for full custody.
What is there, a restraining order too?
Need I remind you that you left us?
I know, but you didn't have to cut me out of her life like that.
You were more than happy to forget about us for a while. You know that. She's awful, isn't she? She's a terror, and you think it's my fault.
Is that why you kept her from me all this time? You thought that I would think that you're a bad mother?
At first. But later, I was worried she would hurt you.
Hurt me?
Whoa. Well, she did drug him.
I don't take any pleasure in admitting it. Charlie, she's evil.
She's not evil.
For a parent to think that is wild.
You think it's just me?
But a betrayal like that and this confusion and misunderstanding can really ruin a person.
There'll be a grease fire in hell when he starts to burn.
Oh my God.
She's a strong writer.
That's your response?
This is honesty. Do you know how much bullshit I've read in my life? If she's so evil, then...
What was I supposed to tell you? That she was off making her classmates cry or slashing her teacher's tires? You think I didn't want her to have a dad? She adored you. You married me in the first place was to have a kid. I know that.
Barry, please!
I never got to say that I was sorry.
What would you have to be sorry about?
I mean,
For Alan.
it wasn't looking too good, and I don't think it was long before Anyway, all these things that I wanted to say to him, hurl at him like bricks. But I asked if he wanted some help.
Did
Let me
he?
carry a couple of bags to his car. He said thank you, and I left. I never even told him who I was.
Wow.
That was the first time we've all been together in almost 9 years.
Always coming up with something positive, it seems like.
When we took that trip, I was swimming in the ocean. That was the last time I ever went swimming, actually.
The waves again.
Do you remember that?
You sound awful.
I'm dying, Mary.
Fuck you. For sure?
Yeah, I need to make certain that she's gonna be okay. We can't give up on her.
You already gave up on her. You gave up on her when she was 8 years old. You have money. Just go to the hospital.
We both know that money is for Ellie. I need to know that she's gonna have a decent life where she cares about people and other people care about her. She doesn't
have to go.
have anyone else. I need to know that I have done one thing right with my life.
I raised her, and you're giving her the money. It's the best we could do. Do you need anything? Water or something?
Wow, man. So much damage has already been done. Trying to walk it back now is just next to impossible, especially if she's unwilling. She has to be receptive. I mean, hell, it could be like years down the line when she regrets how she handled any of this stuff. But right now, I mean, you just don't have that time. You could potentially, like they said, if he went to the hospital instead, but that would be burning the money, getting rid of it. Oh God. It may just be too far, too much too late. Who knows? Maybe she killed that dog she took that photo of. Or that's her way of getting attention. She wants to be in trouble. She wants that focus. She wants, I don't know.
Have a good night, okay?
Oh, did he wait? Well, that wasn't a very good reaction. Maybe didn't come off the way he intended, but yeah, I don't know. Oof. I mean, it wasn't on Mary to like be honest with him, but it's just like maybe if she has said anything other than what she did, oh, she's fine, she's doing fine, blah 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 blah, he would have been compelled to be involved. But then it would just be like, it would be a conditional thing if that was the case. It wouldn't be real necessarily. Otherwise, because he'd be perfectly fine keeping a distance like he was until now, you know. So it's just like, God, he is just tearing through everything. Dude, he's just trying to kill himself. When he was talking about that essay and Ahab and the whale, it makes me think that he is both. Like, he's hunting himself, but he also, his life gives him purpose. So it's like this cycle, contradictory but self-fulfilling. Well, who do we have now?
Your daughter. She took these pictures of me smoking pot. She found my church in Waterloo somehow, and then she sent it to them, and they sent it to my parents, and...
Wait.
And you know what they said?
The fuck?
It's just money.
Oh, wow.
They forgive me, and they love me, and they want me to come home.
Oh.
Ellie, she did all that?
I can't tell if she was trying to help me or hurt me, or... Do you ever get that feeling from her?
How did she even...
Charlie, when I read this, I finally got it. So I could help you understand what happened to Alan so it doesn't happen to you too.
Oh.
Alan tried to escape God's will. He knew that he was living in the flesh and not in the spirit.
You think Alan died because he chose to be with me? You think God turned his back on him because he and I were in love?
Yes.
You know something? I wasn't always this big.
I know.
I mean, I wasn't the best looking guy in the room, but...
I mean, you're Brendan Fraser.
Charlie, God is ready to help you.
Well, I hope that there isn't a God, because I hate to think that there's an afterlife, that Alan can see what I have done to myself.
Charlie.
That he can see my swollen feet, sack of fat on my back that turned brown last year.
Stop.
This is disgusting.
Yes.
I'm disgusting.
Yes. You're disgusting.
There it is. He got you to be real for just a second. Now how do you feel?
Go home to your family.
That was a wild scene, man. Brendan Fraser's fantastic. All right, Friday. That felt like a really long Thursday.
My post about writing something honest. And you've been so honest with me that I...
He's gonna be honest with them, finally.
These assignments don't matter. These amazing, honest things that you wrote, they matter.
Well, that's a way to sign off.
I really hate you for putting me through this again, you know that?
I didn't even think about that part of it.
I tried to save him, Liz. I thought that if I just loved him, that he wouldn't need anyone else. I told him he didn't need God. He didn't need anyone but me.
Charlie, all I know is that you gave Alan the best years of his life. If it weren't for you, he would have jumped off that bridge years earlier.
She saved him. She wasn't trying to hurt him. She was trying to help him.
Who are you talking about?
He's going home. She did that.
Oh.
Do you ever get the feeling people are incapable of not caring? People are amazing.
What the fuck did you do? What's wrong with him?
He's dying.
So call someone. Call a fucking ambulance. I failed.
I didn't write it.
This is the essay that you gave me yesterday.
Read it.
This is... I know what this is.
I knew you would.
I wrote this.
Oh.
I wrote this in 8th grade for English. Why do you...
And I felt saddest of all when I read the boring chapters that were only descriptions of whales, because I knew the author was just trying to save us from his own sad story. Just for a little while.
How do you have this?
Your mother, she sent it to me 4 years ago. I wanted to know how you were doing in school. It's the best essay I've ever read.
Why are you fucking with me like this?
This essay is you.
Stop saying that!
You're the best thing I have ever done.
What's the matter?
Ellie,
No, okay. I can't be here right now.
you're perfect. You'll be happy. You care about people.
You're going to the hospital.
No,
You just need surgery or something.
read it to me.
What?
If you want to help, read it to me.
You.
Please.
Fuck you!
Ellie!
Daddy, please. In the amazing book Moby Dick by the author Herman Melville, the author recounts his story of being at sea. The author and Queequeg go to church and later set out on a ship captained by a pirate named Ahab who is missing a leg. In the course of the book, the pirate Ahab encounters many hardships. His entire life is set around trying to kill a certain whale. I think this is sad because this whale, he's just a poor, big animal. I was very saddened by this book. I felt many emotions for the characters. And I felt saddest of all when I read the boring chapters that were only descriptions of whales. Because I knew that the author was just trying to save us from his own sad story.
Oh.
This book made me think about my own life, and then it made me feel glad for mine.
And he's gone. Fuck. What a fucking movie, man. That was heavy. The navigation of all these complex relationships and feelings, you know, it's just heartbreaking. Because there's also, I don't think, like, I mean, I honestly think there's like a bunch of different ways to interpret the trajectory and the journey and why we were kind of following along for it and what the end goal in the end was for him. He knows he's on the way out. He knows he's going to die, and he's made peace with that element of it. What he needs, though, is to know that he did one good thing, like he said, and he needs that thing to be her. That in the end, that he can fix that one mistake, that one regret before he goes out the door. You're going back to that, you know, that happy memory of his, that moment when he was last standing in the water in the beach with them, with her, the open sea ahead, the smell of the water, the feel of it brushing, and despite the cuts on his legs, that was the last time he felt kind of free in any kind of way. It seems like, you know, there's this through line of, you know, like you said, being real, being honest, being open, you know, not sugarcoating everything. He's trying to kind of manifest a reality by the end of it because things aren't okay. She hasn't been fine, but he needs to know that, at least before he goes, that she will be. And he tried in any way, shape, or form to just convey this positivity. Because I think at the end of the day, as much as he's asking people to be real and upfront about everything, he's also trying to manifest a reality through it all as well. And I think that's why he's trying to be honest, because he wants to know what people really think. Because otherwise, if you don't know what people really think, you're just going to be kind of left floating, and you don't know if you're going in the right direction or not. And this is still on him in this way, is that, you know, every time he had reached out and his ex-wife had just said, yes, she's fine, she's doing okay, school's good, all this other stuff, it wasn't the truth, because she wasn't okay. She felt abandoned, tossed away like trash, as she said. You know, it uprooted her entire sense of self and worth. You know, he wasn't being honest to himself in that relationship, you know, like his ex-wife said, you really just only really wanted me to have a kid. You know, there was nothing else there romantically because he was gay and he found love in another way. But then he got blinded by that love and found kind of his own anchor in that as a way to kind of almost allow himself the autonomy to be okay with how she is. with her being off with her mother and all this kind of stuff, that she's better off without him and he's found where he needs to be. Like, it's just these veils, these mists, and these things that we tell ourselves to kind of make us okay with our choices. And the way that Alan also, no matter how free he was and how loved he was here, there was so much in the back of his mind he could never escape. As this kid is also trying to like save himself by saving another person because of what he did and what he saw in his church kind of doing as well. It's just like there's a lot of contradictory elements of the way we navigate life. And I think this really kind of highlights a lot of that. Like, he wants to live for his daughter to see this through fruition, but he's also punishing himself end on end. He won't seek out help because he needs this money to go to her in the end, but he could be there for her and fix this relationship and help foster a better future if he just chose to use that money. He's completely given up on himself. Every time there's this like pushback, this bounce back from everything around him, and he punishes himself physically with food. Like, we see him like wrestle with it too when he was at his computer, when he had that fruit bar to his left. He feels like he doesn't deserve that either, so then he just digs into the Musketeers. And then every time there's a setback or a fallback or he's feeling emotional or distraught, he's punishing himself. And like he said before, even when Alan was around, he maybe didn't think himself the best looking dude. He was still had some heft to him and all this kind of stuff. But then afterwards, after all that, the fact that he couldn't be enough and that he's still here, he just starts doing this to himself, because after that loss, this is when this all started happening. And the core, he's still hoping that people could be better. And that despite after everything that he had done in all of this, we got that story from his ex-wife where she was like, oh, what if I did run into this guy? All the things I built up, all the things I'd want to say that I would just want to sling at him like stones. But then when it came down to it, though, she just helped him with his groceries on a whim. Just, all that faded away, and she just saw this man struggling, and she could see he was carrying this around, this weight, more than just the groceries, just this burden on him, and decided to help him instead. Like, there's this push and pull about, at the end of the day, like, when push comes to shove, are we going to be cruel or are we going to help? Are we going to put someone else above ourselves? And he needs to believe that's what Ellie did to this kid as well, by recording his confession to finding his parents, outing him about it all. I mean, she doesn't know what way that was going to go, to be fair, but he needs to believe that was, in the end, for his own good. I mean, to be fair, knowing the truth would be, again, the truth, honesty, all these things kind of coming back, he would know for sure how they felt with all of that, because he's been avoiding all of that. So either way, he would get the truth. He would know that, yes, his fears are all true and they do hate him, they've disowned him, and they think all these negative things, or in this turn of fate, they forgive him for all of it. Money's money, and they just want him to come home. They were worried about him. It's the opposite of Alan's experience, and not that, their situations are the same, but there is similarities there in the way that they're, Alan's family, once everything happened, they cast him out. And then this other one, it very much so could have went the same way. We're seeing a lot of different avenues in this film that explore these, again, complex dualities and relationships within our lives. How these demons manifest themselves in different ways, because him leaving is also why Ellie is acting out in the way that she does. Because she's crying, screaming, wanting him to be in her life, but she's also mad. But her mother's like blocked any of those attempts because she's lied about what's been going on. Our daughter's a terror. Did you want me to tell you that? I think she's only a terror because she feels like he just let her go and doesn't give a shit. We just want the truth at the end of the day, because even if it hurts, it's the truth, and we can no longer guess, speculate, or whatever to justify or excuse our actions. I don't know, man. It's just, this is definitely a movie that I feel like I could chew on end on end. And just the direction, talking about the film itself, the cinematography, the way they showcase his life, what he's done to himself, what he just continues to do to himself, and Brendan Fraser's performance, his physical performance, and then just the acting itself, the emotionality, all these different things. It's an emotional film. And like, even throughout, like, I was thinking about like my own relationship with my father after a while. After my parents' divorce or whatever, he tried to keep up And, you know, we'd go in on the weekends and stuff, on his weekend, alternating, all this kind of stuff. It went on for months, for a couple years. And then after a little while, he just kind of disappeared. The visits ceased. They became more sparse. And then eventually I went 8 years without ever even hearing from him. I just got a call from one of his friends, or my mom did, saying that he was hospitalized. Not a heart attack, he had a heart failure. That was the first contact we had had in years. Well, he didn't want any of us to know. Like, he told them not to call. My mom didn't tell him to call us because he didn't want us to worry about it, I guess, was what he said after the fact, because we did finally talk to him. I was kind of upset. It was like he was on death's door and he didn't want us to know. I was like, well, why didn't he want us to know? Is it just, oh my God. It's like there was just a rush of all these different thoughts. And again, at the end of the day, you just kind of want to know the truth. Anyway, sorry to dump there about all of that. But that's just what this movie was making me kind of think about. But this was such a really solid emotional movie. And it's because of all of that it makes you reflect upon your life, your relationships and stuff like that, because I think that's, at the end of the day, kind of the goal, is to kind of see what you're leaving behind, the effects you're having on those around you, and how you've been impacted by others' decisions in your life and stuff like that. And at the end of the day, trying to hope for the best, hope for the better, that in the end, when you leave, it might just be a little bit better than what you'd hoped, or at least that you did some good before you check out, no matter how much damage you've wrought. Again, I feel like this is such a dense film in the way that, like, every little thing can be a cry for help, can be a message, can be reinterpreted into different ways. I think there's a lot of different ways to read this film, and this is just my interpretation so far, just coming right off of it and not really having a lot of time to chew on it and process it. But right now, that's kind of where I'm at, and this is an amazing, beautifully performed movie by Brendan Fraser. He is a powerhouse actor. From Doom Patrol then into this was such an exciting thing to see, or at least hear about at the time, because I was watching Doom Patrol, which was like, I think his first acting role that he returned to. Started off as the voice of Cliff in that, and then eventually when they're doing the backstories and other little gags and things in here, he would be there physically on set and stuff like that. And then it was just kind of dipping his toes back in, and he's been making his return, and it's nice to see. And I'm glad that, like, his first, like, film role, I think this was at least his first film role in years, and it turned out to be such a highly regarded performance. Like the behind the scenes stuff in his personal life, all the things that have kind of come out around that after he kind of took his break from acting. It's just nice to see him come back and kind of, you know, come out swinging in the end like this, so strongly too. I don't know. There's something uplifting about that as well, in like a meta aspect. That's kind of all I got right now, at least. I feel like I could probably come back at you with something later, especially if I rewatch this. I'm going to have to review it again for the edit, so maybe there's going to be some inserts throughout this as well. If I have some kind of post watch thoughts, as I'm going through the footage before we put it up, I'm not too sure. We'll have to wait and see. But for now, I'm going to pass it off to you. What kind of interpretations did you have? What kind of connections did you make with your own life into this? I'd love to know. Sound off the comments. Let me know your thoughts down below. We'll carry the conversation after the video. Hope you enjoyed the reaction. If it did, leave a like, drop a comment, subscribe if you're not already. Remember, if you want to see the full-length reaction, as always, you can check it out over on Patreon, or if you're on the channel, get you access as well. And speaking of before we go, I want to shout out our channel legends: Mandy Sherritt, Yuri Korskov, Robert Anguiano, Jeffrey L, Jay Contrell, Eric Official, Casey Wood, Russell Crockett, Watchtower, Domi, Gregory Toner, and Lily Chanson. Thank you guys so much for your continued support. But that's it for this video, guys. I'll see you all in the next one. Take care, everybody.